Cars and racing really have become their own subgenre of photography. There are people who devote themselves entirely to it. And what better game to take a look at for digital car photography than the king of the racing sim, Forza. So I'm going to be looking at Forza Horizon 4 and 5 for this video because the photo modes are completely identical. More on that fact later. I'll start out by saying that the Forza Horizon photo mode is odd. The interface for the mode is minimal and straightforward, yet it seems like whoever created this mode knew little about the language of photography. For instance, the aperture slider is backwards in my eyes. As you go higher, the picture gets more blurry, but a higher aperture should provide more focus on the foreground and background, not the other way around. There's also some confusion in terms of how exactly the motion blur works, and so on. I think this photo mode took me longer to wrap my head around than most. Nevertheless, the Forza games are no stranger to high fidelity imagery. I mean, even the tiniest sprinkle of water looks crisp when you get in close to a vehicle. I've talked about details in photo mode before, but truly, no game comes close in comparison to Forza Horizon. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge car guy. I enjoy racing games, but beyond that, I'm not knowledgeable or able to appreciate differing models, the way other digital photographers might be. That being said, the Forza games might as well also be considered scenery simulators, because oh my gosh, the environments are gorgeous. I kind of felt bad because most of my pictures were landscapes rather than the cars. Each game takes the player to a new location, which is deeply detailed and a blast to explore. The last thing I want to touch on is the most unique thing in photo mode, which is a somewhat hidden option, where you can cinematically replay a moment. If you go into Horizon Solo mode, and then click rewind, you can replay that moment from different angles and at different speeds. This is by far the coolest thing in Forza. If you spend some time in this mode, you can create some Fast and Furious levels of epic shots. One angle, you can have the camera quickly panning across the hood as you power slide, and another keeps a tight lock on the tires as you spin out. This feature is fantastic, and it adds endless variety of shot potential. Forza Horizon is an odd egg to crack. It's clear the photo mode takes a, no pun intended, back seat to the rest of the game. For a subgenre of photography that's so popular, I would expect Forza to pay a little bit more attention to this feature and at the very least add new things in the sequels. Oh well, I guess we'll have to wait for Forza Horizon 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, or 10 to see.